A beautiful Sunday morning here in New York. Lonnie will have your full forecast in just a couple of minutes. It takes a keen eye to be able to tell a story with a picture, even more so when it comes to pets. Our next guest has made a career of it. We welcome Rachael Mckenna, author and photographer of The French Dog and The French Cat, and who's currently working on The New York Dog. And we've been looking at these pictures all morning long as we've been telling about your upcoming story. And I have to tell you, they're really intriguing because it's hard enough to shoot children, but getting a great shot of pets is even more difficult, right?
You've got to have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm very fortunate to have an empathy with animals.
What is that? Oh, now let's just look at some of these pictures. This picture here, do you see that? How did you capture that? The dogs that they're going by rather quickly. But the pictures here, you can almost see the personality of the dog. How do you capture that?
I think when I'm working with animals, I've always gone for capturing emotion and character. And I suppose I like to build a little bit of a relationship with the dog, gain their trust and that sort of thing. It was a little bit different with the French dog, and also now working on the New York dog, is the fact that I don't get to spend as much time with the dogs, but it's just being there at the right moment often and capturing them, and just, yeah, it's just a real patience game though.
Now, we were talking briefly before, and you said in France it's a lot easier to take pictures of dogs because they're everywhere. Explain that.
Well, yeah, they're everywhere here in New York as well, but with New York I tend to, there's a lot more dogs on leads, so I need to talk to the owners, make sure I've got permission to photograph the dogs and things. Whereas in France, the dogs, if you're in a little rural village, often dogs are wandering the streets, and if there's nobody with them, they don't even know who they belong to, so they're in a public area, so you can photograph them as you please, really.
And we all, us dog owners all know, we feel like our dogs have sort of a human soul to them. They have that look in their eyes that you almost feel like they're communicating towards you. How do you capture that when the dog's going to turn its head, this one with the two dogs right there, to get it right at the precise moment in that car? How do you wait hours to get the perfect picture?
Often, sometimes you do. Previously in portrait shots I've done, it's taken 3 days to get a portrait of a cat and things. But with the dogs, like the shot of the two Dachshunds in the Citroen car,
right.
that I saw a car driving along the road with these two Dachshunds in them, and I said to my husband, quick, follow the car, follow the car. We were in a gorgeous little village in Provence in France, and so I saw the woman park her car, and I jumped out of the car, ran along the road and approached the woman and said, in my very broken French.
Hold it right there.
Yeah, I said, and explained the book I was doing, and said, would you mind if I photograph your dogs in the car? And everyone's been so enthusiastic, even here in New York, about the project.
It's true. There's something about dog owners when you approach them. They're always nice about things in general. We're all giving away our bias here. But when they're about their dog, they're even more special. What kind of reactions are you getting when you go up to people in New York?
Oh, probably 99.9% of the time, everyone's really, really enthusiastic.
There's always one, though. There's always one.
There's always one.
And what have been your favorite subjects here in New York? Is it not just about, you see these are other pictures we hadn't seen before with the dramatic background of it looks like the French countryside there. And look at this black cat against that door, and it's unbelievable how you got the precision in these photos. Are you taking it like a sports photographer in terms of having to take a lot of shutter speed or anything like that?
No, definitely not. I'm very, just precise in when I capture the images, and I really watch and wait for the moment. I'm not just snapping away.
Is there a difference between shooting dogs and shooting cats?
Definitely, cats are a lot more fickle. And you can never force any animal to do anything, but cats will only perform when they want to. Whereas dogs are keen for anything. Well,
we wish you a lot of luck with the New York book, and we look forward to seeing it.
Oh, it's fantastic being here and working with the New York dogs. They're wonderful.
Well, thank you very much, Rachael Mckenna. Thanks for joining us. For more information about Rachael and her books, The French Dog and The French Cat, head over to our website, cbsnewyork.com, and we are back in a moment.